You've now entered the chat.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Welcome back
Yeah.
to the Chat Club podcast.
You've entered the chat.
I don't have a drink.
Brandon Thomas.
I don't have a drink. Okay, so you're going to have to like greet them while I go get a drink.
Oh my god. Okay. Please make it
Okay.
fast.
Okay, well.
Okay, well, hello, listeners and viewers. Brandon is going to go find himself an adult beverage for this. I already messed up. Okay, I already went blank. I don't know what to say. Oh my god. Brandon, when you edit this, you're gonna just be hysterical. Okay. Happy Mardi Gras, everybody. Today is Mardi Gras. What is it? February 21st? February 21st. This is when we're recording it anyway. Oh my god, he's back. Hello.
So I heard the entire thing.
Okay, good.
It's so funny. I'm like, Faith, this is like a great opportunity to be like, hello, everybody. If you don't have like an adult beverage of yourself, like this is the time to go
Brandon,
take one, go get one.
I haven't had enough for me just to be all loosey goosey.
I've had like
my mind
of
went
wine.
blank. I just
Okay, so
like relived my moment of singing my solo at graduation. My mind went blank. My
goodbye.
mind went blank.
Okay. Okay, so what is your drink of choice tonight?
I am drinking Razzle Dazzle Raspberry, and it's made in Door
Nice.
Peninsula, Door County of Wisconsin.
Okay.
It's very good. Very good.
Nice.
What are you drinking, Brandon?
So I am drinking my favorite Jefferson County rosé cider, and it's
Oh,
delicious. I love the aesthetic. I love the can. I love the amount in the
very,
can.
yes. Oh,
I love
very,
the
yes, that's important.
yes, important.
I
And
would have
yeah.
gone more full, but you know, we
Mhm.
got to keep this more PG-13.
Right, right. Not everybody is, you know, an adult drinker or a drinker in general.
I mean, if all of our viewers are, welcome. Thank you for listening.
Open up a cold one, babe.
Exactly. Crack it open. But
Crack
guess
it
what?
open.
I did not find my wine cork, but I did buy a new one today. So
Nice.
I can start really opening the corks of my wine bottles because I have no idea where my other one went. It disappeared. So the one that I'm drinking, I already opened and it was a twist top one. So
Okay,
easy
yeah.
peasy, you know?
Yeah.
But now I'm ready for all the corks.
You're ready for all the corks.
Because like even the $3 bottles of Winking Owl at Aldi's, you know, we all love those bottles.
Love.
Even those have a cork in them. The
I know.
cheapest bottle of wine around, and they have a fucking cork in them.
Honey,
Like, you gotta be shitting.
the corks are important.
Exactly.
Everybody loves a good cork.
I know, I do. I'm lonely. Anyway, let's get on to it. How have you been, Brandon?
Goodbye. Okay, I've been busy.
Busy with all the
I've been
apartment
so
or not
busy.
apartment.
Yes.
Was it apartment? Or is it just
Yeah,
house?
so Blaine and I are like remodeling an apartment complex right now.
Okay.
And it's been kind of crazy, but it's been good. I've actually been like really enjoying it on like HGTV, like real life, you know?
Honestly. What's that one couple? She has long brown hair and he has like a man bun. Her name's like Joanna, I think.
No
Those are
idea.
those
I don't
people.
actually watch HGTV.
I know, but it's that famous couple who flips all the houses. I'll look it up.
I have
You
no
keep
idea.
on talking.
The other people I know is like Jeremiah Brent and Nate Burkus because they
Is
are
that the
everything I want to
Property
be.
Brothers?
No,
The Property Brothers?
they're interior designers that are married.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they're really cute and they're everything I want to be here. So
Mm.
no, so I've been like super busy. I can now tell everybody that I've been taking
Yeah.
real estate classes And
Are you all done with those, or do you still have
yes,
another
I
week?
just finished. I just finished.
That's
I have my
wild.
exam. Yeah, I have my exam in a few days. Well, a few
Oh
weeks.
my
I should like a
God.
week and a half. I have my exam. So,
It's so
I'm
exciting.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I do have, I do have a story that I need to tell because
Oh my God, yes,
I
spill
feel
it.
like it's germane to my classes.
Yes. Okay.
And so basically, I was doing like, so for my course, I had to do 60 hours of real estate classes.
Right.
And I have like a busy schedule, so I did the weekend courses, and I did the weekend courses are split up in 8 hours, like Saturday and Sunday,
Okay.
and then 5 hours on Friday.
Okay.
So I did. So it was like Sunday. It was my last class, right? And we had like a few. And it was like a huge review day. Like we were reviewing everything, all the material that we just learned.
Right. I bet.
And we had like a few people who like didn't pass the exam the first time. No shame. They just like came to the class to like review it.
Mm.
And so we had about like 52 people in the Zoom class.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of
Yeah.
faces to look at.
Right, a lot. And so I'm sitting here and, I'm like listening to the instructor. And, like my dogs come up to visit me sometimes. And,
Okay.
everybody has like a dog voice, like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
get.
like I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, oh my God, hi, handsome. Oh my God, love you, baby.
Oh my
Like
God.
being cute with
I
my
totally
dogs.
understand. I totally
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
understand
yeah.
that.
And then so I'm like sitting here in my class, and Kelsey Ballerini just came out with like an epic EP, and so like it's been in my head since she released it. And
Okay.
like I'm sitting here like singing in my head like and like all of a sudden like my chat gets like it starts blowing up, and like I'm like what is going on? And I look and they're like your mic is on.
Oh.
But I tell you, I could
So
have
wait, you were
died in that
singing the
moment.
song as long
I was like
along with like petting
the-
Archie and all that?
petting Archie and Charlie and George and like giving them like my pet thing, like, and like people were commenting like, oop, hot mic. Like, oop, someone's mic's on. I could have died. I was like,
Okay.
fuck. And so I literally was like, I turned it off so fast. And then I texted them like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And they're all like, no, nah, bro, it was hilarious. Like, that's so funny. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
I'm so
See,
glad
like
my embarrassment is your enjoyment.
I mean, that's why we're on this podcast, to make people feel better with our suffering.
We're relatable.
I've never fully had like a full-on Zoom encounter like that. The only Zoom thing I've ever done is like work interviews or therapy when like COVID was going on.
Yeah, same.
But I've never had multiple people, so I've never had that whole chat thing. I didn't know you could chat again, or like along with your, not along. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just had to like,
Okay.
my computer was like giving me alerts.
Okay. So like I didn't know you could type and chat with people along with also talking through Zoom. I had no idea.
Right, like
Until just
send
now.
DMs. You can send DMs
That
to
is
other
why,
people.
which is like a good thing because like they just helped you. If they didn't have that, who knows what else
I
you
would
would have been saying.
Who else would I would have been saying? Who else would I have been singing? I could have
Right?
broke out the Cardi B.
We do like some Cardi B.
So,
Oh my
it
God.
really was a humbling experience. Like I really was grounded in that moment of being like,
Yes.
you're never too safe.
Exactly. What is like one of your most like top embarrassing stories? Should we go through those today? Now that we're on the
Fuck,
subject,
should we?
you go first. Or should I? I
I'm
don't know.
nervous.
I feel like I would have to like go through my like all the files in my brain that I put away.
How about
Like,
yeah,
all
like
my
I can like
embarrassing moments.
I do have like top 3 of like things that like I get
Ooh,
like I get
yes.
secondhand embarrassment from myself. Like rethinking of
Okay.
like shit that I used to do in the past.
Well, I'll tell you an embarrassing moment I had on a first date.
Yes, do it.
Should I go with this? Okay.
Yeah.
I need to take a big swig before this.
Cheers, babe.
Okay. Did you hear my gulp?
No, but I wish.
I can show you. I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, so my embarrassing story. Here we go. So it was my very first date with this guy that I met on Bumble, I think. We all know about Bumble. If you don't know
Yeah, we
about
love the
Bumble, then you're
bum.
too old to be on this. I'm just kidding.
We love the bum.
Um, so I won't say his name, but so our like very first date, first time meeting each other in person, all that jazz. We go for like a ride, and we were gonna go drive and go take a ride on the ferry for the day and get some ice cream. A very cute idea for a date.
Cute. Yeah, it's cute.
Yes. And I think we already did that. This was after we got back in the car after the ferry ride.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like dead silence. And I figured I'd make some small talk, what is that? Break the ice a little. So I started talking,
Right.
like asking him, do you have like really good relationships with your family? Like, what are what are some things you like, to
Important
do?
first date questions.
Exactly, exactly. And he was mentioning, stuff with his siblings and his mom and his stepdad. And I was like, oh, what about your dad? Are you good? Like, are you close with him? And he's like, oh, unfortunately, like he passed away. And I'm like, oh, wow. It's
Nailed
okay.
ya.
My mom, and I know this isn't the worst part.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So I have viewers out there. My mom also passed away, so I could relate with him with what he said. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, my mom passed away too. I totally get it. And words are just spewing out of my mouth. So all of a sudden I was like, was he sick? Because my mom was sick. That's how she died. Like, I don't know
Right.
why I was pushing for more information, but it just happened. You can't stop it.
You were like
And
looking
he's
for a
like,
connection of like relatability.
right. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to make him feel better, if he had to go through those hardships, right? Get a
Right.
load of this. Okay, so
Like, yeah, okay, go on.
I was like, oh, dude, did he pass away? Was he sick? Because my mom was sick. And he was just like, no, sadly, he actually took his own life. And I'm like, at this point, we are in motion. We are driving in the car, and I was ready to open the door and just go. Like, just go.
So,
But listen,
okay.
hold on. We're not done. We are not done, Brandon.
Okay.
Because my immediate reaction was just like, oh man, God, I'm so sorry. Man, we should be at a club, Dead Parents Club. And then I
You
look out
did
the window and
not
I'm
say
like this.
that.
Yeah, I was almost gonna give him a high five. Thank God I didn't. But Jesus Christ, I
From
literally
Dead
looking out
Parents
the window.
Club to the
Yeah,
Chat
and then
Club.
oh fuck, I was looking out the window the whole time like this, just not looking at him. I have no idea what was going on in his mind. That wasn't our only date. We dated for a little while after that. So,
That is
I mean, that wasn't the only bad thing,
wild.
I guess. So I did completely ruin it, but I for sure thought I did.
Okay, so I feel like you went from the Dead Parents Club to like the Chat Club. And, this is like a community where you can share your embarrassing moments.
Yes. And I did not want people to think that I was laughing about suicide because that's obviously not the case. I'm laughing at
Right,
how
obviously.
uncomfortable I was because I was just, it's like on Mean Girls. Like when she was spewing out word vomit. That was me.
I
That was
do
me in
want to
this
say,
situation.
that you do not do well with like
Hmm.
abrupt information.
Yes.
Like,
I need time to
you do
process.
not
I
do
need time to
well.
think. Otherwise, the first thing's going to pop out in my head.
Like, back to when I came out to
Hmm.
you in my car
Oh
And
God.
we were on our way to play practice, and I'm like, Faith, I have something
Yes.
to tell you. And you're like, yes. Like you were preparing yourself. You're trying to prepare yourself.
You weren't even
And
that okay, you were not even that dramatic about it. You were handing me a Coca-Cola, a can of soda, and you just nonchalantly
Oh,
just
you're
spit it
right.
out.
Oh yeah, I was like, hey Faith, by the way, I'm gay.
Yeah, and you didn't even make eye contact. You're just like, okay, ready? And then you go back onto the steering wheel. And I was just like, that's beautiful.
That's literally her reaction was like, that's beautiful.
Like my eyes probably said it all. Like, that's beautiful.
You were like panicking. You're like not panicking because I'm gay, panicking because like that's a lot of information at once to process.
Yeah. Like we all had our suspicions, obviously, but I was just not ready for this announcement in the car at 3:30 in the afternoon while getting a soda in your car.
So
but
good.
it was a
And I
beautiful
remember
it was a beautiful moment nonetheless.
it was. It truly was such a beautiful moment.
Yes. I think you were a little worried because I grew up in a very religious household,
Right.
but I didn't have the mindset or the views of like such things. I believe in God and whatnot. We don't have to get into it, but I don't believe in all like the rules that they try and say that there are, you know.
Right.
Just be good people and love one another, and that's all you need to have in this world, you know?
Absolutely. Like I feel as
That's
if
my
like
mindset.
people who are often pushed with religion on them, it's just like it's never a positive outcome.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like I also grew up like a very religious household. Not household, but like I like went to church every Wednesday, every Sunday.
You
And
even went to a
like
school.
I went to a Lutheran school. And like I just remember I just remember being like on edge all the time in that school and like always like being in church and being like what is like like even like catechism classes like to be confirmed like I was never confirmed because the pastor one had it out for me like he never liked me and like I just like I don't know like I would always question him on everything that he would say. And I'm not like I definitely am like a skeptic, but like I also am someone who is like very spiritually like comfortable and confident, like being like, listen, I don't necessarily believe in your God, but like I definitely believe in the universe. I definitely believe in an upper power. I believe that there is something bigger than just us. And whatever that may be, maybe.
Yeah, let it be.
Right. And like I like literally like nothing I do is going to change that.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live my life and like y'all can live your life the way you want to live.
Exactly. Just like don't be a horrible person and life should be fine.
Right. And the words of Zac Efron, YOLO.
When did he say that?
He has it tattooed on his arm. No, his hand. He has it tattooed on his hand. Yeah.
Really? I have to look at that now.
Like right here.
I know so much about Zac Efron. How did I not know that? That is a very and he's practically a frat boy himself. Well, not so much now. He's more of a dad-like persona, but back in the day.
He played a dad. Did you watch that movie?
Yeah, the Firestarter movie.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
It was okay. I thought it was going to be a lot more action-packed or more.
I thought it was going to be like, yeah. And like, I remember like watching reviews afterwards being like they really should have stuck to the original movie rather than like give it like this like Stranger Things vibe at the end.
Yeah.
But I also was the original was very much. Well, I watched the original afterwards. I'm like, the original was like very like Stranger Things vibe as well. So it's not like it was copying Stranger Things. It was like Stranger Things was copying them.
This is the vibe, right?
Yeah, like supernatural shit can only get supernatural for so much. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I get what you're saying.
Right. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's time for an embarrassing story from you, Brandon. The Zoom one wasn't good enough. We need a better one.
Okay. Okay, I can give one. I can give. I have a few in my pocket, I will say. Um, so there is one where, okay, so I remember being like, I think I was like in seventh grade or eighth grade. And I have an
Okay.
older brother, and he would
Mhm.
always like invite his friends over to like bonfires and stuff. So like I would always like want to be
Right.
the annoying sibling who like wants to hang out with like the cooler kids, whatever.
Of course.
And I
I'm like that with
had,
my brother, and he's younger than me.
yeah, and like I had two friends over, and like they had like no, they had both had like upper like older siblings, like younger
Okay.
or older than my brother. So like, like they were cool, whatever. Like
In that
they were
range, I
cool
get
with
what you're saying.
right, like they were cool with all of us hanging out. And
Okay.
so I'm sitting there and these two I'm just saying one person. This one person of Brady's friends, like super, super nice. Like this is like one of the nicest guys that my brother was friends with. And
Mhm.
I was mean for no reason.
I
And I
mean,
was so sassy for no reason. And I remember him asking me a question, and I'm trying to think about what it was. And
okay.
I cannot remember what he asked me. But he asked me this like riddle of a question.
Okay.
And I was so confused. I was like my only response was to like be bitchy. Okay.
It's expected. I get it.
I'm so embarrassed by it. I'm like getting second kind of embarrassment. Like my skin is crawling.
Oh
It
my
was like
God. That's how
my
I was my
it
last story.
listen, it was my Mariah Carey moment. Okay. I was
Okay.
like, okay, you listen here. I was like, I don't know the answer to your question, but what I do know is this is my property and I can ask you to leave.
Oh my God. You were in like junior high and you said that to like a high schooler?
Yes.
The
Like the delusion,
audacity. Oh
the
my
delusion in my brain.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but do it again. Say it again.
Stop
Do the
knowing
hand.
that.
Do the hand.
Stop. No, I'm getting embarrassed. I'm hot. I'm hot now.
Oh my God, that is so fun. You're going to tell me after this who it was.
I will. I will. I will.
I
And
feel like I have an idea of who it is, but I
who do
obviously
you?
won't say it
Okay,
just
who do you
now.
think I'll edit it out. Who do you think it is?
Okay. Stop it!
Yes.
I feel even more embarrassed now. I. Oh my God! No.
Yes,
Cole
and
or
they're like the
Kogan?
nicest. I don't know, but
I
they were
couldn't
like the
tell them
nicest
apart.
people. They're
I
like the
had the
nicest
biggest
guys.
crush. I have a story about one of them, and it's embarrassing as well.
Tell it, babe. Tell it to the pod. Tell it to the pod.
I want to cry for you because now that I know who it is, I can completely understand why you're so embarrassed.
So embarrassed by it, and I'm like, okay,
Oh
here's the
my
thing. Like
God.
my mom, my mom just saw them like the past year. And
Oh,
I was
lucky.
like, Mom, you have to tell them that like I'm so sorry. Like
Yes, 10
it's
years
something that
later, you have
I'm like,
to.
it's something that like lives in my head. And I'm like, you have to tell them like I was so immature and like young. Like I was like mean for no reason. I was just angry. And she was like,
Had all
okay.
this
And I
rage.
yes, literally. And I told my mom, and my mom was like, okay, I'll talk to them, we'll talk to them. And
Oh
then the
my
next day she
God.
calls and she's like, I call her and she was just like, Raina, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, they literally have no idea. Like, they have no recollection of that moment.
Was she talking to the right one?
Thank you. I was like, well, are you talking to the right one? Or and she's like, Brandon, no, I talked to the both of them. I don't think it's like an issue. I don't think that these like and I'm like, okay, well, I think one of them's gonna be president one day. So like you need to
Yeah,
make amends now before one's in power.
yeah. Was was he in the service?
Yeah, both of them
Was it
were, I
the
think.
other? They both were? I thought
No?
one of them wanted to be like a teacher and the other one wanted to be in the service.
I
I
thought
don't
both
know.
of them went to
Okay.
politics.
Well, I can see it. They're actually, and they're pretty decent minded to be in it too, which is rare.
They're like brilliant.
Honestly. Okay, anyway, I'll tell you my story. I had an
Please.
embarrassing moment with this exact same person Brandon had this embarrassing encounter with.
Yeah.
So I was younger. I was in like fourth grade. And since we already were talking about religion, I was Catholic and we were at catechism. And this person was also, so it was like after catechism, sometimes there would be a mass, like a church service afterwards at like 7 o'clock at night. And everyone who was in catechism would be there, whatever. So, and I'm sure all of you have heard of like altar boys or servers or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
myself and a friend of mine we both volunteered or we were both forced to do it. I don't know. Either way. So we have to wear these white robes and we have to tie these like ropes around us. And there's a specific way you're supposed to do it. This is my first time doing this. No one taught me. Absolutely no one. I was just guessing at this point. I wasn't in Girl Scouts. I don't know how to make knots. I could barely tie my shoes for God's sakes.
Right.
And so when church starts, we are walking up the altar with the priest, and usually it's the servers or the altar boys or whatever before the priest. But I think at this point, I was after, like I was the last person to be walking. And I'm also holding this cross in my both my hands. It was pretty heavy, so I had to hold it with two hands. And as I was walking, we were like halfway there, maybe not even. I could feel the rope around my waist loosening, and I'm like, please, God, no. If you are truly there, and I am in your house, God, please don't let it fall. Please, for the love of God, don't do this. He did not hear my prayer, people. He did not hear my prayer. It fell to my ankles. And I knew if I took another step, I would have tripped with this cross in my hand. So I just stood there while the music is going. Everyone's singing. Father, the priest, is already up at the altar. And he's waiting for two servers to be on both of his sides. He only sees one. And then when they see that the other one isn't there, aka me, everyone's heads turn back and see me standing there with the rope at my ankles. And the
No.
priest, yeah, and the priest comes walking over and he like goes and I'm still holding my cross. I don't even like pretty much blink. I'm just like frozen. And he grabs the rope and he ties it and he's like, all right, let's go. And I'm just like, I whisper to him, like, I'm so sorry. And I walk up and I lock eyes with the guy, the boy. And this boy is so dreamy. So dreamy.
Like
And
unrealistic.
and the nicest person ever. And I
So
don't know if it was
nice.
pity or just confusion that he was looking at me. And I'm just like, oh. And the inside, I'm just like, stupid. You're so stupid. Did I ever serve again? Absolutely not. I was scarred. I was absolutely scarred
Absolutely
from that
not. It's
moment.
trauma. That is trauma.
Yes. So I
It's
think
just
of them every
trauma.
time I think of that moment.
Well, I'm glad that
Yours.
it's that moment and not mine. I feel
Okay,
like
yours
mine
was
was a
with
little
one
worse.
person. Mine was with the whole freaking congregation of that church,
Yeah, but like mine was like with our peers.
I suppose. So
Like it
you had
was
more
so bad. And I
witnesses.
remember like one of my friends that was there was like, geez, Brandon.
Get off my property.
I was like already the old like 80-year-old man being like, get off my lawn.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God, that is so
god.
funny. I mean, you can't help but laugh though. We were just kids, you know.
You know,
Oh man, that's so
you
funny.
think that's just like what people remember.
Yeah.
But like if I'm like remembering, okay, here's the thing about me is I'm gonna
Okay.
remember, right? I'm gonna
Right.
remember. I might not remember like a task that like someone gives me, but I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
remember if someone does me wrong.
For sure. But
And
like you didn't
this,
really do them wrong. Like you didn't
I
wrong them.
know,
You just kind of
but like
sassed back at them.
if people do me wrong, if I do someone wrong, like I'm gonna remember. And
Yeah. They probably thought it was
like,
cute and funny though, because you know you were so young.
no, no, that was not the
No.
response. That was not the
Absolutely
response.
not.
The response
What did
was,
he say back?
oh yeah, he was like, yeah, I wonder if you could do that.
Oh, that was
And
it.
I was like, I can.
Uh,
Like,
you want to
I
see? Should
was,
we find out?
I was doubling down on my statement. I was
You were
confident
always
in
brutal
myself.
and savage, and you're always the one with the quick and clever comebacks, no matter what.
You know, I was, and I feel like I'm
No,
not
you
that
still
person
are,
anymore.
Brandon. You still are. I don't have that level head. I've never have.
I just like
Absolutely
sometimes my
not.
emotions get the best of me, and like I just start
It does for
spewing out
all.
like gibberish.
See, that's how I am. Otherwise, I'll just clam up and I'll be like, "Ugh,
Sometimes I'm like,
whatever."
oh yeah, and I have nothing to follow up.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll have to save some of our like really like other like really good embarrassing stories for the future for the pod. This isn't all
Sorry,
of them,
no,
folks. We still got a bunch.
no, we have a whole bunch. We have the whole year.
Honestly, secondhand embarrassment though, that is real and it's gruesome at times. I still get
It's
it whenever I
real.
watch the movie House Bunny when she sticks the hose in her pants.
Stop.
Oh my
That's
God, I want to
like
start crying just thinking about it.
that movie changed. It was like such a pivotal moment of my life. Like that movie changed
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah, it was like what's the word for it? Not a growing up movie, but you know, there's a word for it. I can't think of it.
That is like my childhood. Like
Coming of
that is
age. Coming of age.
yes, like her standing on that like broken down car, screaming, "Car wash, come get your car wash, come wash these cars, you sexy bitches." Like that is ingrained in my head. And that moment, I'm like, you know, I want to be that girl.
How how do you say that with such a monotone face and voice?
It really
Come
is a
get your car
talent.
wash, bitches.
Did she just call us sexy? Did she just call us bitches?
It's like or when she gets pulled over because she's like sleeping in her car and she was brushing her teeth and
I'm gonna need you to
she had to
blow on
like
this.
blow the breathalyzer. She's like, "You want me to blow?" And he's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay." And she goes down.
That movie
Ends
is
up in
so
jail with all the
good.
hookers.
It's like every scene in that movie has like such a good one liner. Like it's
Yeah,
so
everyone's like,
good.
and everyone says like, "No, Mean Girls is the most quotable movie." And I'm like, "Yeah, there's
No,
some good ones in there, but like they don't understand what
no.
like really good."
The house bunny is like for the girls. It's for the
Exactly.
gays
Same
and
with
it's for the
She's the
girls.
Man.
Yes, like Mean Girls is for everybody. House Bunny is for the gays and the girls. And I want to say, when she was on that date with those note cards, and he's she like knocked the waiter over or something, I don't know. And
Yeah.
he spilled everything on their table, and he's like, are those note cards?" And she goes, "No cards, no. These are napkins."
Or she like backs up and she like knocks a bunch of stuff over and she's like, "Oh, sorry for all the gravity."
Gravity. Holy balls.
Oh my God. Who
It's
knew
so
Steve could
good.
be so
Oh,
Hot.
hot. Oh my god.
That's so good.
Dear Shelly. Oh my god, that's me. Like that is like Shelly is literally who I want to be in life.
Honestly, I think I could be more of like a Mary Lou or what is it? No, Carrie May. Carrie May.
Carrie May. And I'm wearing
Yeah.
deodorant. Carrie May. I
I
know.
know.
That
The
movie
pig
is
just starts
so
running.
good.
I've got it.
This means war. It's so good.
Oh my god, so
Everyone, if
good.
you have not watched The House Bunny with Anna Faris, you
Yeah.
need to watch it. It
Yes.
will fundamentally like change you as a person.
You know what movie just popped into my mind?
What?
Because I was thinking of the movie we were talking about, which was Material Girls, a while back. We
Oh
couldn't
yeah, I
find
have
it.
not watched it. I could not find it.
Yeah. But another movie that made me think of like that kind of vibe was the movie with Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan, Life Size.
Love.
When she
Shine bright, shine far, let
shine
me
bright,
see.
you're a star, where you live, where you laugh, be a star.
Iconic.
Honestly. And then they made a second one, and that's just not the same because Lindsay Lohan
Just
is
don't
in
want
it.
to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
What I want, and I feel like it's happening, like Lindsay Lohan's comeback era is like here. What I do not
Yes.
want to hear is like disrespect on Lindsay Lohan.
Absolutely not. There will not be any slander or anything like that coming from
No.
us for Lindsay Lohan. We love our
She put in
love.
that time. She put in the hours. Like, girl was stressed. Okay.
As anyone would be. Look at Amanda Bynes. She's still working it
Yeah.
out.
Don't be judging on like
Right.
putting like how she's dealing with stress or how she dealt with stress,
Mm-mm.
right? Like, no
Right.
one needs to judge that.
Mm-mm.
Anyways,
Uh,
Lindsay Lohan, iconic. Love her. I am so
Amanda
ready for
Bynes,
her.
iconic.
I really am I'm really, 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 really hoping she comes back. She is so funny. Unintentionally so funny.
Yes. Wait, are we talking about Amanda Bynes or Lindsay Lohan?
Yes, Amanda Bynes.
What? Okay.
Like,
You just said
I
yes to both.
remember.
Like,
Yes.
yeah. Yes.
No,
End of
like Amanda
discussion.
Bynes. Amanda Bynes, like I remember she was
Yeah.
doing that interview that she did like what was like 3 years, like 4 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And because she was like, I'm gonna get back into acting, and I'm like, oh my god, that's phenomenal. And then
I
they're
know.
like, so what did you like actually mean about this tweet? And it was like the tweet of like her
Oh, about
tweeting
Drake.
Drake, I want you to murder my vagina. And they're like, what was that about? And she was like, no, I literally wanted him to like murder my vagina.
I mean, enough said.
She was like, she goes, I was literal, but I was also on drugs. And like, it was so funny
I love all
for
the truth.
no
I love the truth.
reason.
Exactly. Oh my God. She was engaged for a short while, but that didn't last very long.
Yeah, and then she wrote that
But I
rap
mean,
about him.
she wrote a rap?
I sent it to you, remember? And you're like, I don't
You
want to hear
did?
this.
Oh
I don't
God,
think it's.
probably
I
that
don't
sounds
think
like
it's like.
something I would say.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it's live anymore. I don't think she's like. I think it was like on SoundCloud or something.
probably. It was very short-lived, just like her engagement.
I just like she
She was gonna
really
go to
like
school for fashion.
she went and like graduated.
Oh, she did. She finished it. I wasn't sure if
If
she was
she
still
wants
ongoing or
to
what.
do like if she wants to do like a Mary Kay and Ashley moment where like she just like creates like a high-end fucking brand and like that's all she fucking does with
Yeah,
her life, like 110% supportive. Like the
exactly.
Olsen twins, hence back like let's go back to our last episode, Olsen twins.
We didn't talk about them much. We
Like
just mentioned them. It was more of Megan Fox stole the show.
right, but like the Olsen twins, like how iconic and
Honestly, who are you? Were you
so
Mary Kate or an Ashley?
me growing up, I will say I was an Ashley kind of girl, but like
Yeah.
now, definitely Mary Kate.
I've always wanted Ashley because in like all of the movies, mostly New York Minute,
She was the
Ashley was
blonder.
like, yes, and she always wore like the skirts and the dresses and
Mm-hmm.
was very clean cut and dainty and very girly. And
Right.
I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. I am her. I identify as Ashley.
Yeah,
And then you
that's
see
me
Mary
growing
Kate, who's
up.
like a badass, also gets more screen time, says whatever she wants. And I'm like, can I switch? Can I make a trade?
Can I make a trade?
Yeah,
I would like to. Hello, yes, I would like to change my decision.
yes. Could I make a transaction?
I would
Oh
like a
God.
refund, please.
Please. I mean, it's
Please.
practically the same,
Amanda,
just
please.
slightly different. Amanda, please. Oh, Amanda, stop it. God, we love you.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
Bring out the dancing lobsters. I gotta like get a gavel to really smack it on the table.
You really have to
If
like
you
bring
know,
in
you
the
know,
accent.
people.
If you know, you
Yes.
know.
If you know, you
If you
know.
know, you know.
Yes. What is that? Like IFUIY? I don't know what the
I'm not
euphemism
good.
is.
I'm not good at the accurate. What?
Or
The
is it
euphemism?
accurate? Listen, I didn't go to college. I didn't pursue a life of school after high school.
I'm like, what the
What is a
euthanized?
euphemism?
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's when you put like an animal down.
What? Euphemism? That's not what that is. Absolutely not.
When you like euthanize an animal?
Okay, yes, but euphemism with an F, not a TH, an F. That's something to do with grammar. Oh my God, Brandon. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna be that old
Crying right
person
now.
speaking
I'm
to my
so
phone.
that's so funny.
What is a euphemism? Okay, it starts with an E. A mild or indirect word or expression substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing. Oh, so this whole podcast is a euphemism.
I'm gonna put that as our bio. This
Please.
podcast is a euphemism.
And then you put down, if you know, you know, because that's exactly what brought this to the conversation.
The title of this episode, if you know, you know.
Exactly. Only true listeners
So
will understand
funny.
if they're this far
So funny.
listening. Oh
For
my
real.
God.
For real. Yeah, this week, like, Faith and I just did not want to talk. Kind of like, not that, like, nothing major happened in pop culture. Like, there is, like,
Right.
some
We
crazy things that
haven't,
happened. But
yes, and
we've
it's been
been
a
so
while since
busy.
we've talked about us, really.
Right. It really
So
has. It's been a long
we need
time.
to give you a checkup in our lives.
I know this is the third episode, and we really went, like, this is, like, third episode. We went 3 episodes without talking about ourselves, you know? That's a long
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm. God damn. I wonder
God
what kind of
damn.
clip we're gonna make of this one to put on TikTok.
Definitely
Is it the euphemism one?
Yeah. As it was happening, I'm like already like creating it in my head.
Pen.
That's literally how my mind works. I'm like, how can I market
Is that what
this?
happened with Megan Fox? You just like
Yes,
exactly this.
literally, like I knew it was a clip.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
The response I got with the Megan Fox one, it was so funny. Did you get any like DMs
Really?
about it?
No.
Oh my
What was
God,
it
how
about? What'd you
annoying.
get?
And I like marked you as the creator because I was like, Faith needs to
I
like,
posted
get
on my
the
Instagram. Yeah, I posted
yeah. I
on
was
my
like,
Instagram. I
Faith
only got like 4 likes.
Faith needs the engagement.
Yeah.
Girl,
I
we
didn't know
gotta
you
work
could
on
do
that.
that. I really didn't. I did not know you could do that.
Yeah. I really wanted you to like to be like the star, you know?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, a star is born.
Even
That's
though I
literally what it
messed up
was.
on the line. It was this winter break.
Yeah,
And I was like,
it's
oh
okay.
shit,
I
I said
thought it
this
was
summer.
summer too,
Yeah.
and like it was
I
like Mandela
watched,
effect. It was a Mandela effect.
yes, I watched your story when you like compared the two TikToks. I watched the original one so many times.
Same.
Because the part when she goes, wah wah, I'm like, I can't even do it to the back of her throat. I
She
die
goes.
every
She goes.
single time.
She goes. And I
Now that
get
we met,
wow.
now that we met, let's get a few things straight around here. I got what I want. And this song, or this winter break, I want Jordan.
the face she makes after that, she's like,
I got what I want. Oh, that's what it was. We're still obsessed with this, and this is a week's already gone.
It's so. Oh my god, Faith. Okay, before the episode ends, I have to talk about this.
Okay.
So, if you hear the audience, if you hear Faith and I go, that was born from something. That was born from something, and I do want to talk about it.
Oh my god, you're so right.
So there is this TikTok. No,
it was Vine.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm showing my age. It was Vine. It was
back
Vine.
when Vine was a really, really big thing.
And it's this Vine, and it's like literally of this like someone recording this aquarium of fish, right? And she's like, there's this like little goldfish, and it's like little fishy, little fishy, and this big fish comes and just eats the goldfish, and she's like,
out of nowhere,
out of nowhere, and
literally.
like she literally like it's, and she goes, oh, and like ever since then, like Faith and I, when we find something so abrupt, we go,
it just takes us a pause, and we have to say it out loud.
It is like a period. Like, that's a period. Like,
yeah.
Like, that's a period.
If you want, maybe we can tag. Oh, wait. I don't know if we can even find the video. But it, like.
I don't even think they're a creator. Like.
Yeah. Little fishy, little fishy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Quote, end quote. Oh my god.
It's so good.
Iconic. Like, that should have been #1 Vine right there.
It really should have like charted the top, you know?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
We really we're #1 fans of whoever that Vine is.
Whoever that creator was, we love you.
You created us.
You literally instilled something in our being. Like, that's our initial response now.
Yeah, along with whenever we're laughing and we're like ending a statement, we'll be like, okay. And the other one has to say, okay. Okay.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Usually it's like when we're like really laughing, like hysterically.
Like really laughing, yeah.
And there's nothing to say, but you just say, like, okay.
Okay.
You sound so stupid.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Faith, what are you doing this weekend?
I have no idea at this point.
Well,
I know I have to help. I know, but the weather's going to be horrific this week. We're going to be getting like so much snow and ice. No, it's from tonight to Thursday, yo.
Yeah, leave Friday. It's fine.
I can't. I have to help my friend Jamie with her charcuterie board business stuff.
She has a business at charcuterie boards?
It's not her own business, but she works for this really small business, and she's like a really big helper for it. It's called Foods.
I'm literally gonna be like, Jamie, teach me how to do it, because I love our charcuterie board.
I know. I already learned so much, but we're making like a big party platter of so many boards. It's fruit and veggie, like separate ones, and then a meat and cheese, and we get to design it however we want. And by we, I mean she, because I have no idea what I'm
so jealous.
Yeah, maybe I'll record a little bit and send it to you so we can.
Yeah, you know, I'm really thinking like after maybe like a year of doing this, like we should open up a Patreon.
What's that?
So it's like a subscription, as like it's like an OnlyFans, but like not porn.
Oh. Right.
So it's like we would like film content and like post it on there.
Oh, like vlogs.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Just to like think about.
Yeah. Let me twist my mustache. Okay. It's gotten out of hand. I think we should start wrapping it up.
I know. It's been
These people
an
can only
evening.
take
It's been
very
an
little,
evening.
take so much of us, you know.
Next week will be like regular
More
programming.
chill. Yeah.
We'll talk about pop culture, what's going on. Of course, you'll hear about
Our
us.
lives. We had to
Yeah.
put in our input.
I mean, this is our podcast.
Obviously.
So, like, we must talk about ourselves. But yeah, like
That's
next week we'll
something we're
talk
very good at.
very good at. I would say like we are professionals at this point, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd say so. That's why we
I
never
would
look at
agree.
each other on the windows. We always look at
Never.
ourselves.
Never.
And I look
I will
at
never
question.
honestly, if I had to like, talk to someone being like, what was she wearing? I'd be like, you know what? I have no
I have no
idea. I was
idea. Mm-mm.
looking at myself.
You sound just like Anna Faris.
I kind of iconic. Wait, what?
I don't know, but I was looking at myself. We're in an interview right now.
Oh my god. Okay, great. This is phenomenal. What a great episode.
Yes. Yes. Thank you all for listening and
Thank you
joining
everybody
us.
for listening and subscribing to the podcast. Listen, like honestly, like your guys' response has been so welcoming and awesome. Um,
Yes.
and like knowing stop. So I get like emails every time we like reach a milestone. And like we reached 35 downloads the other
We're at
last week.
35. Last time I was
Yes.
25. Oh my
It was
God.
35 downloads in one day.
Y'all, we're blowing up.
Y'all, we are
That's why.
going
That's wild.
viral. We're going viral. Like coronavirus.
Should we start doing this every single day now?
Should we be like doing this every week?
We already do this every week.
Exactly.
You people already have so much of us.
You guys, you know what? We give and give and give.
Yeah.
And
That's
at
just who we
least
are.
this is what we can receive is like someone listening to our beautiful voices.
Yes, bless all y'all.
Bless all y'all.
Mm-hmm. We should sing more on this, but don't worry. We'll save that for another day.
We'll get in there. Oh God, wait until you guys hear Defying Gravity. Maybe that should be like our finale of season 1.
Oh my God, we have to do it in person too.
I know. I'm really thinking like every week for the whole year we're doing this, yes? Like
Of course, unless we're on vacation or something.
like
But
vacation,
people can,
holidays, like we obviously are gonna take time to like be with our families. Like I will
Mhm.
say,
But so are
I'm gonna
y'all.
be
So are y'all.
right. Like the week of March 10th through the 20th, like I'm going to be in Mexico. I will not be podcasting. Obviously, Faith, like this is your podcast as well. You can upload whatever you want. Yeah, and like you can also just like record an audio if you don't want to do the whole video thing.
Yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't know
I
how
can
to do that
edit it.
either, but
I can
I will
edit it
figure it out.
I can edit it from I can edit it
Yeah.
from Mexico. It's fine.
Mhm.
But things
You
like
shouldn't be
that.
doing work on your vacation, but yeah.
I know, but like sometimes I get bored. So
I get it.
you know me,
Like the
never.
beach in Mexico could be so boring.
So boring. Okay,
Well, I
I'm
finished the
done
wine,
with my
y'all.
drink. Yeah, I finished my drink. It's
Yes!
empty. It's empty,
I'm
y'all.
proud
It's
of you.
empty. Thank you. I should really
Yeah.
go to bed.
What time is it? Oh, it's over there. Oh shit! It is my bedtime. I still have to wipe all this crap off my face. So.
Oh my god, literally, like I should have been in bed like literally 20 minutes ago. But thank you guys so
Okay.
much for listening to the podcast. And
Yes.
yes, you know where to find us at the Chat Club on Instagram and TikTok, and at the Chat Club Pod or at the Chat Club Podcast. We are still working to get we're still working to get all our usernames to be the same thing. It's gonna take a minute. Just bear with us. It's just growing pains, honestly. But you know where to find us. Our usernames are right above us. as always, follow us,
Mhm.
like our content, make us uber famous. That's what we want in our lives.
Please.
So tell your friends, listen to the podcast, watch it on YouTube, youtube.com/at the Chat Club Podcast. Until we see you guys next time, which will be next week. Love you guys.
Love you. Peace and love.
Bye.